with you. Baby, up with a slow motion crew. And we up in our growlings when people change, but not us. And we just chillin', kicking it, kissed by the sun. Could be soaked to the skin in the monsoon. I know she got the good vibes when seasons change, but we're the same. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep running. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes sound funny, my tongue's tied up running. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding.
Honesto style.
Simmer down and mess me up. Tripping like I'm Jimmy at Woodstock. Drive me around in no red one. Shivers down my spinal cord. Oh, 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 oh. You got me holding, holding. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep running. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes sound funny, my tongue tied up running. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. You got me holding. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep running. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes sound funny, my tongue tied up running. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding.
JP, can we turn off the Okay. Thank you. Hello, everyone. starting now. So Yelena, please make sure that you rename yourself before we start the roll call.
Okay, guys, so we will start with the roll call right now. I hope you're all ready, and please remember only one official delegate to type a Y in the chat if your member association is called. I will start with ASEPA Algeria, IFR Argentina, NAPS Australia, AFAB Austria, ISFA Benin, ISFA Benin. Are there any representatives from ISFA Benin in the room? AFBUM Bosnia and Herzegovina, CFAM BF Burkina Faso, CAPSI Canada, CAP UOB Democratic Republic of Congo, CAP UOB Congo, FECOF Costa Rica, CPSA Croatia, CCPSA Czech Republic, SOP Denmark, SOP Denmark. Are there any representatives from SOP Denmark? EPSF Egypt, TUPS Estonia, TUPS Estonia. Are there any representatives from TUPS Estonia? FIPSA Finland, ANEP France, BPHD Germany, GPSA Ghana, GPSA Ghana, HUPSA Hungary, HUPSA Hungary. Are there any representatives from HUPSA here? MAPS India, ISMA Farsi Indonesia, IPSA Iran, IPSA Iran. Are there any representatives from Iran in the room? IPSC Iraq, APS Japan, JPSA Jordan, JPSA Jordan. Are there any representatives from Jordan here? CAPSA Kenya, KNEPS Republic of Korea, LPSA Lebanon, MyPSA Malaysia, AAP Mali, FEFAMEX Mexico, FEFAMEX Mexico. Are there any representatives from FEFAMEX? Mexico, sorry. Okay. BPC Morocco, please mute yourself. KMPSV the Netherlands, NSAPSO New Zealand, PANS Nigeria, PANS Nigeria. Are there any representatives from Nigeria in the room? PPHSF Pakistan, APFI Peru, PPSA Poland, APF Portugal, QFIS Qatar, FASFA Romania, RPSA Rwanda, NAFSA Serbia,
Nafsisal, Sierra Leone. Nafsisal, Sierra Leone. Are there any representatives from Sierra Leone in the room? NUSPS Singapore. SPSA Slovakia. SPSA Slovenia. FEF Spain. SNAP Sweden. ASIP Switzerland. TAPSA United Republic of Tanzania. TAPSA United Republic of Tanzania. IFAD Togo. IFAD Togo. Are there any representatives from Togo? ATIP Tunisia. Oh, sorry, I missed PCAT Thailand. Thank you. TPAYC Turkey. UPSA Uganda. BPSA United Kingdom. APHA ASP United States. And ZPSA Zimbabwe. ZPSA Zimbabwe. Are there any? Thank you. We have 54 members present and voting.
Okay, thank you so much, Helena. Hello, everyone, one more time. All right, let's proceed with our agenda items. Can I have a proposer to resume the standing order proposed by MAPS India, seconded by UPSA Uganda? We will now vote on this. Please do not write anything on the chat box. All those against resuming the standing orders? Motion carried unanimously. So we will now proceed with the agenda items. The next item is the financial report of the chairperson of the 65th IPSF World Congress. Yelena, can we have the motion on the screen, please? Okay, can I have a confirmation if we have any representatives from the reception committee of the 65th IPSF World Congress? Who will be representing the report? Yelena? Okay, we have Jadu. All right, I will proceed and open the floor for discussion. I hope that you got the chance to look at the report. If you have any points, please use the Google form. All right, first point from BPSA United Kingdom, please take the floor.
Sebastian, BPSA United Kingdom, just based on the fact that there are no receipts and that certain things, that there's a high possibility that certain things just aren't recorded. I don't think BPSA can accept this report. Thanks.
Okay, next we have AFAP Austria.
It's Alex, AFAP Austria. We were wondering if the IPSF treasurer had a look at the budget, because if you count the subtotals, it sums up to 188,000 euros 919.10, yet it claims to be 192,089.91. I will copy the numbers in the chat in a minute. So the outcome would be 3,000 euros 212. And not the 41 euros it claims. We notice the difference is the subtotal of one of the social nights, so maybe that one was counted double. I will just copy my question now into the chat so it's easier legible. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, AFAP Austria. We already have a direct from Luca, so I will give him the floor.
Luca, IPSF treasurer. So yes, I looked at the report. Well, as the report was, it was sent 2 days before the deadline for uploading to the General Assembly folder. So I didn't manage to give it a detailed look and check all the numbers before uploading it to General Assembly folder. Afterwards, yes, I took a look at it, and I also noticed that these differences that you mentioned. And I pointed it out to the chairperson of the Congress before this presentation of the motions. So yes, he mentioned that he will address this at the report. So maybe he can give some clarification.
Okay, Jado, would you like to clarify this point? Jado, can you hear us? No, unfortunately, we cannot hear you. Can you try again? Jado, can you hear us? And if yes, and you cannot speak, can you type? Okay. So we'll give him some time to type the answer on this because we cannot hear him. Okay, I think we have answer from Jado. AFAP Austria, can you check the answer and let us know if you have follow-up point on that? Okay, can you please mute your microphone? Okay, do we have any other points? Okay, is the General Assembly, I think Jadu is still typing. Okay, so I see no other points. Is the General Assembly comfortable with proceeding to voting, to vote on this report? Okay, so I believe that Jado is providing some more information in the chat box, so please make sure that you follow that, everyone. And we have a point of information from Luca, IPSF Treasurer.
Luca, IPSF Treasurer, yes, just to give you some background info on this reporting from the IPSF official documents. So this is based on Article 14.4.8 that reception committee shall give financial report like in the following year. So we had one report last year, which was like intermediate report. Now they give final report after years. So just articles related to accepting the report and profit. In case the report is not accepted due to incomplete books or unacceptable delay, there is a penalty paid to the development fund by the formula 0.02 multiplied by number of participants and minimum registration fee. And in case there is a profit up to a maximum of 3% of the whole event budget, in that case, 50% of this profit shall be transferred to the Federation's general budget, and the other 50% remains with the host organization. Thank you.
Okay, so do we have NEMO vote ready? Brian?
Ryan Exico, yes, it's ready. Do you want me to open?
Yes, please.
Okay, NEMO vote opened.
PPSA UK, unfortunately, no discussion during voting. We're still waiting for the voting results. So it came a bit late. Okay, so we're missing ANEP France, Campus B, FAS for Romania, GPSA, FIF Spain, and PPHSF Pakistan. Okay, others? And now we're missing only GPSA Ghana and ANEP. Okay, GPSA Ghana, you have a technical. Okay, Ryan, can you check the message from GPSA Ghana? Yes, ANEP, we received your vote. GPSA Ghana, can you try to refresh? Okay, time is up. So GPSA Ghana, can you please make sure that you log out and maybe log in again so you can have more access for the next voting? For now, can I have the results? Ryan, can we close NEMO vote and have the results, please? Okay, Yelena, once we have the results, we can proceed with the motion. Okay. So motion 32, this the 66th IPSF General Assembly accepts and adopts the final financial report of the chairperson of the reception committee of the 65th IPSF World Congress. The results can be seen on the screen. So I'm not sure if Jado is here or if he is able to speak, but okay. Meanwhile, we have a point from PPSA UK. Please take the floor.
Hi, Sebastian, BPSA UK. Just based on the fact that this is a financial report and the finances are inaccurate, the Federation should not be accepting this report. And I don't feel like enough information was given why this report should not be accepted. So I would like to reconsider the motion. And if I can give any points about why I think this shouldn't be accepted, then I'm happy to do so. Thank you.
Okay, so do we have a seconder? Okay. Can I have motion committee to state the terms about reconsidering a motion one last time?
Sure, thank you, Aya. I got a motions committee. So I'm just right now looking for the point. However, a motion, procedural motion to reconsider a motion. If it passes, we will reconsider the motion with the whole discussion. However, we require 2/3 majority. Thank you.
Okay, so proposed by PPSA UK and seconded by PPHD Germany. I now open the floor for discussion. PPSA UK, please take the floor.
Sebastian, BPSA UK, because the finances in this report are inaccurate, and I don't think a lot of the official delegates are aware of the inaccuracies because maybe they didn't attend last year's General Assembly, then we should reconsider this motion. Thank you.
Okay, I see another point from EPSF Egypt, but guys, please make sure that you use the Google form. If you have any points, use the Google form. EPSF
Okay.
Egypt, you
Okay, Yasmin got a contact person of EBS of Egypt. So Sebastian said that he can provide us with the information why this report should be not accepted. So if you can like give more clarification on that, so we can see where to go with this motion. Thank you.
EPSA UK. Yes.
Sure. So, for example, Sebastian, BPSA UK, for example, on one of the days on the post-Congress tour, we were by a lake, I forgot the name of the lake, and we were all given 5,000 Rwandan francs for lunches. Not everybody had a lunch. Not everybody used the full amount of money. And because there's no breakdown of the finances for the lunches, for example, there is no way to see whether they've disclaimed for like how many people are on the PCT by 1,000 and then disclaim the full amount. Do you see what I'm saying? So we cannot be accepting financial reports are inaccurate because this stinks of fraud. Sorry, it just cannot accept this report.
Okay, next we have CZPSA Czech Republic. Please take the floor. CZPSA. Okay. Next we have Maps India.
Thank you. I do believe that I do agree that the finances are completely inaccurate, but seeing as that they can be corrected, I would like to suggest I would like to suggest to the GA that maybe we could allow the chairperson and his RC another 24 hours to present a completely corrected report and then take a drastic decision on whatever we're going to do. Thank you.
Direct PPSA UK, and please, one last time, please use the Google form.
PPSA UK, based on the fact I just doubt that the RC, the treasurer can cough up receipts in 24 hours from an event that was a year ago. I just don't think that would solve anything at all. They've had a year. Thank you.
Okay, everyone. So for the sake of following on the system, I will not accept any points again from the chat box. I'm sorry for that. And sorry, NAPSA, I did not know it was a direct. So please take the floor.
Flynn, NAPSA Australia. Yeah, it's been a year, and if it's still inaccurate and not detailed enough, I doubt they're gonna get it done in 24 hours. So, like, there's no point in wasting more time on this.
Okay, next we have Direct APF Portugal.
Ines Coelho, Portugal. I would also like to remind the General Assembly, if you didn't know in the past, last year during the General Assembly, the report of the chairperson also needed to be postponed at the time, which means that we are having current problems. This is not the first time this is happening. Last year, we also had to postpone the approval of the report, so it means that they are having constant problems, and therefore we do not feel comfortable with postponing one more time. Thank you.
Okay, another direct from Snap Sweden.
Hello, everyone. I have a question to the UK. If you could clarify a little bit more the problems that was with the financial report, and because a little more detail, like I didn't really understand everything. Thank you.
Direct PPSA UK.
So, but the gist of what I was saying about the lunches is that they were claiming back money that claiming that they spent money that they haven't spent. Also, there was a special package for Afro member organizations surrounding Rwanda that were on sale, and that is not in the report. And it's just a mess. And I just don't understand how the Federation can accept this. It's just unacceptable, and it's just inaccurate, and it would be a mistake for us to just let this slide without another rethink.
Okay, I'm not sure if the list is updated. All right. IPSF Egypt.
Yasmin, EPSF. So I know that Mr. Luca Treasurer explained this, but can he again explain that if the report isn't accepted, what would happen? Because but in slower detail this time, because I think we should all understand that as well when we vote for reconsidering the motion. Thank you.
Luca, IPSF Treasurer. So consequence for not accepting the report is stated in the Article 14.4.9. If the report is not accepted due to no or incomplete books or unacceptable delay, the member organization shall pay a penalty to the development fund. The penalty shall be calculated using the following formula. 0.02 multiplied by number of participants multiplied by the minimum registration fee. The member organization shall also apologize and give an explanation to the General Assembly. And then in the Article 14.4.12 on penalties as stated above, so this penalty is included in this, shall be paid no later than the 31st of December of the year the financial report was given. So in this case, that would be 31st of December 2020. If the host organization fails to meet the deadline for payments as stated above, the member organization's membership shall be suspended from the 1st of January of the following year after the financial report was given until the debts are paid.
Okay, next on the list we have GPSA Ghana.
So usually our GSA Ghana, I think when Jadu was asking his question, he was saying they previously used a certain format and then they had to change to a certain format. So it caused some of the figures to go out. So I want him and maybe Luca, I don't know what kind of format they used initially and what the second format was, and if this could be the cause of some details getting missing and some figures not adding up. So maybe we should give him an opportunity to explain that a bit further so that we understand what really happened here.
Luca?
Luca, IPSF Treasurer. So to clarify what format is in question, this was by the 65th General Assembly. EXTRA was mandated to investigate creation of financial template for all IPSF events. So this template was created and distributed to everyone who needs to create financial reports, and now it's already in use for both events and bids. So this template was also sent to the chairperson of the previous round Congress to present this financial report.
Okay, can we go back to the list for new comments? All right, I think next is FIPSA Finland. Before FIPSA, sorry, we have a clarification from GPSA Ghana.
Yeah, thank you, Luca. But if the chairperson could also explain his side as to, because he complained that this was an issue, I'm not getting that clearly. Because I also asked the question that he also does that. Thank you.
Okay, do we? All right, Maps India, please take the floor.
Thank you. I just have a short question for the treasurer. Luca, could you please specify the amount that the penalty that the organization would possibly have to pay in case this report is not accepted? Thank you.
Luca?
Look, IPSF treasurer. So the amount is defined by this formula 0.02 multiplied by number of participants multiplied by the minimum registration fee. Well, as this was not calculated yet, I cannot give you exact number now, but the minimum registration fee, if I'm correct, was 350 euros. And number of their participants would be used from the reports that we received from the reception committee.
Direct PPSA UK.
Bastian BPSA UK. Even though there is a financial penalty and it's a shame, you know, we're a professional organization. We shouldn't be accepting reports that are financially inaccurate. Okay. The amount of money that they could have potentially pocketed if they're just claiming money for the sake of claiming money because they can get away with it, as seen here, we've just accepted the report without actually knowing any of the details, is potentially a lot more than any fine would be. Thank you.
Direct AFAP Austria.
Alex AFAP Austria, the penalty amounts to roughly 2,000 euros. Thank you.
Okay. Can we go back to the new points? EPSF Egypt.
You can go ahead, EPSF Egypt. So I just want to ask the RC if present, like why didn't they use the updated financial report like template? I mean, like Luca said, it was sent, so I'm just like I want to ask further clarification on that. Thank you.
Clarification from Luca.
Yes, just to, I mean, this actually is this template, but it was a bit different because original template is in Excel format. So this is what was distributed, and we received the report in PDF format. So it was changed from the Excel format to PDF, but in general, this was made in this updated template from what I can see.
I see procedure motion from Isma Farsi Indonesia. Can you state your motion, please?
Okay, so because like I just feel like we're going in the round and round and I can see a lot of plays, so maybe we can just close the discussion and move to voting. I don't know. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so just a point of information, we have also an answer from Jado, the chairperson of reception committee, based on, I think, on question from EPSF Egypt. Okay, so procedure motion to close the discussion from Isma Farsi Indonesia, seconded by MAPS India. We will try to vote on this on the chat box. All those against closing the floor for discussion? Motion carried. We will now vote on the procedure motion to reconsider the motion. We're still not reopening the motion on the reports yet. We're now just voting on whether we accept to reconsider the motion or not. I hope it's clear to everyone. Can we have Nemo vote?
Ryan, execute Nemo vote is open.
Okay, everyone, so kindly proceed with voting. Sorry. So we are now missing UPSA Uganda, PPC, ISMA Farsi, and KEFSA. Can you please make sure you vote as soon as possible? So now we're missing KEFSA Kenya and UPSA Uganda. UPSA Uganda, you have technical. All right, we have everyone now. Can we have the results on the procedure motion? All right, so we have 37 in favor to reconsider the motion and 13 against. So we will reconsider the motion accordingly. So I will now open the motion again. And I open the floor for discussion. If you have any point, please use the Google form. Okay, first point from GPSA Ghana.
Isaac, GPSA Ghana. I'd like to remind the official delegates that, as we've already realized, there's going to be like a huge debt for the association, and this may be one thing that may cause the association to lose membership. I think we should give them the benefit of the doubt. We should give them that chance, because throughout this entire discussion, Jado has not been able to freely express himself, himself to explain why they're having this problem. So if we could give him the chance, and then maybe give him a day to correct the mistakes, because I see he has typed there was a problem transferring from one format to another. Maybe it could make sense to us, rather than taking a rash decision that may affect the federation in terms of losing a member. Thank you.
Okay, next we have Direct from NAPSA Australia, followed by PPSA UK. NAPSA, take the floor.
Flynn, NAPSA Australia. Like, as sad as it sounds, it's been a year, and if you guys did know that there was already problems with the formatting, surely you could have asked, like, around for some help or anything like that. You can't, like, come to presentation day and say, look, we knew we had problems, but let's fix it now. Like, as sad as it sounds, it's been a year, and like there's still a lot of gaps in this report.
Okay, next PPSA UK.
Sebastian, BPSA UK. Like I said, sadly, it's not an excuse to produce a financial report without any receipts. If I did the same thing, if I organized the World Congress without any receipts, I would be in serious, serious trouble. And it's just not acceptable. Thank you.
Okay, new point PPSA UK.
Sebastian, BPSA UK. I just think that everybody should just be a little bit more vocal about the problems that occurred last year in General Assembly. I've noticed one other thing. They've claimed for materials for compounding event that the IPSF paid for. No, this is one point. I just did a direct. They've claimed for materials that the IPSF paid for 72 euros, and I believe the treasurer should be able to confirm that. Thank you.
Okay, so we will give 1 minute to Luca. Okay, Luca, would you like to take the floor maybe?
Look, IPSF Treasury, yes, I can confirm this, that IPSF paid for compounding event expenses in the amount of 72 euros for the 65th IPSF Foreign Congress. Thank you.
Okay, next we have NAPSA Australia.
Flynn, NAPSA Australia, and also on like one of the social nights, the pool party apparently. Yeah, we weren't allowed to go in, even though like some of us still did. But like it says that, you know, swimming pool party, you expect, you know, everyone to jump in, but no, it was just a casual night for them, and it still had like public people in there, like, and we weren't allowed to go in. So I don't know where the 360 euros went for that. Thank you.
Okay, do we have any other points? I'd like to remind the General Assembly that this is your chance to get as much information as needed. Maps India.
Thank you. As a participant of this World Congress last year, I do agree that there were lots of issues, especially with social events and sometimes the food and the allotment of the rooms as well. But these are things that most of the delegates experienced. But I think what would actually help us get a more in-depth view of the situation is if the participants of the PCT also spoke up, because that's where I think a large part of the fund is also missing. So Sebastian, maybe you could tell us a bit more like in detail about what happened during the PCT. You were telling us about the finances and everything else. Thank you.
Okay, I think the point from BPSA UK was dropped. Can we update the list? Okay, we have EPSF Egypt.
Yasmin, EPSF. I want to direct my question to the RC. Like, I want to hear their response about like everything that's going on, everything that's being said. Like, can they give any explanation on what's happening? Thank you.
Jado, can I confirm with you one more time if you can speak, or are you still facing some technical issues? Can you maybe try to speak? Okay, so you can type your answer here, but I kindly ask you to type the whole answer all together and to do it as fast as you can, if it's possible. I have a clarification from APEF Portugal.
Nishkoilapef, Portugal. I wanted to ask if it is possible to have any other member from the reception committee speaking on behalf of JADO, because I do not see the benefit of having written responses, as this is not the supposed to be happening during the GA. I don't see honestly the problem, because last year the report of Argentina was not presented by the chairperson. So if it is possible, I'd like to have someone from the reception to me explaining how of these things, because I do not believe that we can have clear responses having it written. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, ACF Portugal. We are now also assessing if there is anyone else from the reception committee who can join and he's able to speak. So meeting secretariat are helping
Hello,
with that.
can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now.
All right, I've tried to answer to the question. I've tried to answer to the questions by typing, and it seems it's not been so clear. So mainly if I may start with the questions, it came, one was about the compounding materials. And if you can look at the report, the last row explains if an expense was covered by which entity. And when you look at the compounding materials, the last row shows that it was covered by IPSF. And when you look at the pool party, as explained, the total cost was for the members to come in, and the hotel had the pool, so they expected the people staying in the hotel would come in the pool, and it happened that we had even the people from all the attendants of the Congress, even people from other accommodations, joined the pool party, and that what arose, and the people who were there remarked that. So generally speaking, regarding the report in general, it has the problem when you are calculating the whole totals, you find some cells are missing. The cells got skipped because of that transposing from the format to the new one. So we actually thought that we would send the report in our own format, as we did, as it used to happen. And it changed to the new reporting format. So once we transferred, those 1, 2, 3 cells got skipped in that transposition. So when you are totaling, it totals to the very same amount. That's why including those missing cells would arrange the situation. And I think those are all the main questions that were raised. If there is another one, I'm here to answer. Thank you so much.
Okay. We have a direct from EPSF Egypt.
Okay, so thank you, Dedo, for starting to explain what's going on. I just had, I'm sorry, I didn't say my name, Yasmin EPSF. So, okay, I just had a question, like, why weren't we informed beforehand about the whole the transporting from the Excel to the PDF and the missing cells and stuff like that? Why didn't you provide the explanation beforehand so we could like notice so when we were like actually the form was submitted, none of this would have happened if we could have explained. So my question is, can we see the real report or like the complete report?
Thank you. So Mr. Luca, the IPSF treasurer, sent in the differences that arose, and they were sent, if I'm not mistaken, at 1 a.m. So we came to address them in this conversation we're having, and that means that if I can send the report as it was in the other format, or just have those 3 cells included in the new form and send it, you could see that it will be matching, and it will be exactly the same thing. So that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. So another direct from NAPS Australia.
Flynn, NAPS Australia. So with you saying that you can submit the old form or your old report or whatever, will it be detailed enough to explain the like financial reasons as to where certain money went, or like, I don't know, because like even if you do somehow like produce your old report and it matches up, it still doesn't explain where like money went in the first place.
Jado?
Yes, you're saying if I include the data, it would not be precise? I've not catched well the question.
NAPS Australia, can you clarify your?
Yeah, that's right. So what I'm asking is that if like in your old report, it like if you say it does add up, like everything adds up to everywhere where it should be, can you convince us, the people who attended like PCT and the World Congress and stuff like that, can you convince us that we know exactly where the money went? Because we do have questions as to what happened with like money for the food at post-Congress tour, and where you haven't explained it in the report, but one of the nights we had to switch accommodations because there wasn't tents and other things like rooms and stuff like that. We had to go to a different accommodation for rooms. So, I mean, like as much as you say you can produce a different formatted report, it won't entail what the like where the money actually went. So, like that's just my question. Will it show us where the money went, your old report?
Okay, Jado, do you have an answer to that? Yes, IPSF Egypt, my apologies. I thought that your direct was an old one. I will give you the floor.
No
Hello.
worries, thank you. Okay.
Hello.
Sorry, I'll just give it to Jado to respond to this. So Jado?
Yes, I was saying if you look at the current format in the PCT as raised by Flynn from Australia, you can see that during PCT the accommodation is stated in a way that when accommodation was arranged, that two people shared the rooms, you can see that the number of rooms in the quantity row, the row for quantity, came to was halved because people shared the room. So we're not using the exact same numbers, and it can be confirmed by people who were in the PCT because rooms were changed because of different locations. So if we move from the park to another place, so the tents are in this exact number, the rooms are in this exact number, which is changing depending on the place. And I think if he was part of the PCT, can confirm the numbers.
Okay, we have a direct from EPSF Egypt.
Okay, so Yasmin, EPSF. My question for Mr. Jado is that, according to Sebastian, that there was a package, since I haven't attended the World Congress, there was a special package for like the Afro attendees. So, and that wasn't mentioned in the report. Can you explain where that was, or like why wasn't it mentioned? Thank you.
Thank you. So there is a place that is mentioned special package in the report, and the special package has two categories. There were people who were allowed by the IPSF to come in the Congress for a short period, and that did not just include people from Afro, and there were another group of people who came for another short duration from Afro, plus those ones. So it's not exclusive for Afro, and it's mentioned as special package.
Okay, direct from ARPIC Algeria.
Majda, ARPIC Algeria. Since you are saying the main problem of the report is with the format, and you knew this, why didn't you send the financial report in the original format and with the format required from the IPSF treasurer, so we can compare the numbers and have a logical explanation? Thank you.
Jado? Okay, point of clarification from APEF Portugal.
Sorry, Beatriz APEF Portugal. I just wanted to ask Mr. Luca, the treasurer, if there was any problems raised by other RCs related with the format of the budget, or if this only happened with this RC. Thank you.
Luca?
Okay, IPSF treasurer, I did not receive any other concerns about this new template other than for this report. Thank you.
Thank you. We have a direct from PPSA UK.
Sebastian, BPSA UK. And there in lines the rub. Your response to Flynn, you've just said in front of the entire General Assembly that these numbers are more or less correct. Now, you might have lost money, but you also might have gained money. And rooms are expensive. And if you've accidentally claimed for, let's say, 10 rooms, that is actually a significant amount of money that you have inaccurately claimed. And there is no way to prove that because you have not provided any financial evidence to support that? Thank you.
Direct NAPS Australia.
Flynn, NAPS Australia. Yeah, I just wanted to continue what Sebastian was saying with the rooms. It's like you have no evidence of you like, I guess, refunding. I don't know if you like would have had to refund for the rooms that were lost on the night because there weren't equipment or anything, and then there's no evidence of you showing that you've ordered new rooms or you guys condensing people into rooms, because I know me and another guy had to share a room because our rooms weren't even suitable enough to sleep in for the night. We had to move. So yeah, I mean, if you guys are still questioning the liability of this report, like the reliability of this report, I don't know like what else would convince you apart from everything we've been saying.
Direct EPSF Egypt.
Yasmin, EPSF. I just want to ask, since like apparently there was like misunderstandings of the report or something that's like something's missing. I just want to ask if like did the EXCO try to did they present any assistance? Did the RC request any assistance like along the year to accurately make this report, or like was anything requested or given? Thank you.
Luca?
Luca, IPSF treasurer. So yes, I can give you information about how was the process. So okay, let me just open the email so that I can give you all the information. Okay, so this updated, I mean, the new template report was sent to RPSA CP on the 22nd of June this year, and the initial deadline that we provided for the submitting the report to EXCO was 5th of July. However, the report was submitted to us on 29th of July, which was 2 days before the deadline for uploading the files to the General Assembly folder. So I did not have time to give it a detailed look in those 2 days, as my initial plan was that there would be around 2 or 3 weeks between submitting the report to EXCO and uploading it to the General Assembly folder. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Going back to the new comments, we have Ismo Farsi, Indonesia.
Hello, I'm Flo, Ismo Farsi, Indonesia, and I feel like when we're deciding to be the host for the Federation in any regional and global conference or events, it's one of our main jobs to ensure transparency of the report, which means we should avoid any actions that can lead to critical questions from the Assembly and be aware of anything that relates to the technical issues by solving it earlier before the Assembly. I believe there are some unavoidable facts that we address. First is no RC mentioned any concern on new templates of this report. Second, it was sent to IPSF 2 days prior to GA, which causes Luca as current treasurer couldn't help to double check. Third, missing reports, missing receipts and financials evidence aren't strong enough to answer concerns from assembly in regards to financial transparency. I just want the assembly to decide based on the facts when it moves to the voting and speak not on behalf of one region, but IPSF as the federation, with also the facts that might cause any loss to the federation because your wise decisions matters. So we don't go in the loop again with this discussion any longer. Thank you.
Thank you. I have clarification from Luca, IPSF Treasurer.
Look, IPSF Treasurer, just a small correction. It was not sent 2 days before the General Assembly, but 2 days before the deadline to upload the files to the General Assembly folder, which is 2 weeks before the start of the General Assembly.
Okay, thank you. I have procedure motion from NAPS Australia. Please state your motion.
I propose the motion to close the discussion on this.
Seconded by LPSA Lebanon. We will now vote on this. Please do not write anything on the chat box. All those against closing the floor for discussion and proceed to voting. I see none. Motion carried unanimously. Can we prepare a NEMO vote? Ryan?
Ryan, executive vote is open.
Thank you. Technical Maps India. What's your technical?
Thank you. Maps India. We're not able to open the NEMO vote. Like, I mean, we can't see the vote. We're not able to vote. Thank you.
Can I have a confirmation from other delegates if you can access? If you can access, please just type yes. If not, okay. So Maps, can you try to refresh and try again? Another option is to try to log in through your PC if you're using the phone. And we're still missing a lot of associations, so please vote as soon as possible. Okay, I am missing votes from EPIFEP Peru, CAFSA Kenya, Kifis Qatar, AFRA Argentina, and USA. Now only CAFSA Kenya and Kifis Qatar. Kifis Qatar, what's your technical?
Lord Khaled Kufis Qatar, the voting is not appear on the NEMO vote for me.
Can you try to refresh and log again, please?
Okay.
Now we have all the votes. Can we close NEMO vote and have the results, please? Okay, can we have the results on the screen? Okay, so we had 30 votes against, 11 in favor and 9 abstain. Motion 32 was not carried and the report was not accepted. As per the terms of official document that has been stated by Luca, it will be followed accordingly. Okay, so can we proceed with the next agenda item, please? Point from APEF Portugal.
Apologies for writing the point in the chat box in Escola of Portugal. I just want to leave a remind because I'm especially concerned with the high number of abstentions that we had in this report. We should not forget that abstention means that you have not information to proceed with the voting, and we have been discussing this report for 1 hour and a half, which it might me. I don't support like this high number of abstentions, so I would kindly ask the official delegates to have in mind what means an abstention. Thank you.
Okay, sorry, I was speaking while muted. Can I have Yelena to explain the motion?
So Yelena, IPSF Secretary General. This motion basically means because there was a late application from the nominee of the for the chairperson of the European Regional Office, and we tabled the election. We also, because the application was submitted after the deadline of the first round election, and also after the second round. But yeah, so that we still need to accept this late application so that we can proceed with the election of the chairperson of the European Regional Office.
Okay, can I get a confirmation if this is clear to everyone? All right, so motion 69, accepting late application of the nominee of the chairperson of the European Regional Office. I open the floor for discussion. If you have any point, please submit those through the Google form. I see none. I will now close the floor for discussion and proceed with voting. We will use the chat box, so all those against the motion? All those abstaining? Motion carried unanimously. So now we will be accepting the late application from the nominee of the chairperson of the European Regional Office. Can we have the motion on the screen? Or the election, sorry. All right, so for the election of the chairperson of the European Regional Office, we received one nomination from Mr. Bram. Can I have a confirmation if Bram is in the room? Okay, so I will now proceed and open the floor for discussion. I see none. Is the General Assembly comfortable with proceeding to the secret discussion now? So can I ask Hira to invite the candidate to the waiting room and to have the live stream off, recording off?